Good morning, Dr. Allison here. I wanted to touch base about neck pain, and urinary incontinence, or pelvic pressure, pelvic pain. So if you pee, like you leak urine at all, so you jump or you do a sudden movement and you can't hold your pee, or maybe you go all the time there and you have neck pain, this is for you, okay? So I had an amazing case yesterday where I've actually worked with this client 5 years ago, and she's amazing, but she has been having debilitating neck pains essentially since COVID, and migraines and the works, okay? And she has a pretty severe pelvic organ prolapse, had a pretty severe diastasis, and now the pelvic organ prolapse has improved a lot, and her diastasis, so the separation of the abdominals, it's improved a lot since her second baby. She has two. But there's still this frequent urinary incontinence. So she'll do a sudden movement and can't hold her pee. Well, let me tell you about this, okay? So she's gained a lot of strength, started doing strength routines, just really taking care of her body, and also doing pelvic floor PT, she came mainly for the urinary incontinence. That's what got her in the door. But in order to truly heal her body, I have to look at her neck and find out that she has these debilitating migraines and really start looking at all of her patterns. Well, when I started looking at her neck, I can tell exactly what's happening. She is not getting the top portions of her core to fire. Now, this is also affecting her pressure inside her belly, and when those muscles aren't working, it increases the pressure on her bladder, so she does a sudden movement and she has to pee, or she leaks right away. She doesn't have control over it. So, but the reason her neck is so bothersome, the reason these migraines are happening, is because of the fact that she isn't engaging the top part of her core. So her diaphragm is underactive, her lats and her lower traps are underactive. She's done a great job healing her, using her abdominal wall. That's getting much better. But if it's not all in coordination and in sync together, then we have a problem. And the problem is going to be these continued migraines and headaches. Now, and the infrequent urinary incontinence. The incontinence has gotten much better, but the reason we're still having this little leakage is because she doesn't have the top portion of her core coordinating with what's happening on the front and the bottom of her core. So we got her pelvic floor working really well, got her abdominal wall working really well, but now we have some issues higher up the chain. So we got to fix it all. Long term, she can't even raise her arms up overhead without her neck doing the work. So her neck just immediately goes into spasm. We have to get her arms to be able to go overhead, because how is she going to reach into a cupboard, right? We need to train that in order to support the bladder. So the shoulder work is going to be really important for her in order to make sure that when she raises an arm up overhead, when she holds a sign, when she shuts her trunk of her car, that her muscles are engaging and her core is working for her, okay? Really important stuff here, and I just want to show you guys how it's all connected. If you don't follow, or if you think this is you and you're like, my neck is killing me, I pee my pants, talk to me, reach out. We'd love to talk to you guys. Take care.